Well, we got it. We have more uncertainty on the horizon right now. We do have new tariffs that has been imposed or at least set for some countries, and we also have this 10% tariff that could be added to those countries that supports the BRICS policies and engage with them. And then of course we also have the extension of this deadline. So all of these factors have all played out on the stock market today. At the recording of this video, the Dow's is down around 400 points, and the S&P 500 is down around 43.7 points, and also the Nasdaq is down around 188.59, all less than 1%, which is a good thing if you ask me, because at the end of the day, we didn't see a very drastic volatile market today. But one thing I want to say is on our favorite stocks, and one of them being Apple. Apple actually rose to around 216 this morning before selling off to around 209. It kind of went back and forth. But one of the other things to remember is that we are approaching this area of uncertainty. And one thing that we know is that if the market sees, all these moving factors, especially the tariffs, this could add a lot of fear and worry to investors, which could prevent the market from performing well. Now, what are we to do with this information? Well, there are a few things that I'm looking at. One of the things I'm looking at is, I'm looking at the S&P 500 in particular. Like I've shared earlier, the S&P 500 is at around 62.29, and remember, we just made a high of about 40 actually, recently, about 5 days ago. So 62.79, I take it back. 62.79 was what it was, and there is a lot of room for growth, or at least in the near term, if we can take away this uncertainty with tariffs. With that said, it means that we have to be patient. And if you're somebody who dollar cost average, you DCA into the market, I think it is best to continue and not do anything else. Now, if you're somebody who is willing to or looking to invest a lump sum of money, then it is best to take it slowly, because we don't know how this week is going to pan out. We don't know how next week is going to pan out. Again, there's a lot of announcements that we can expect in the next 48 hours, all because of this tariff situation. Been a very long weekend. There is a lot of things to address in this new week that we've started, and we are likely to see that affect the market a lot. Now, the other thing that I want to touch on is some stocks that I've seen perform quite well, and I'm going to pull up one of them here. One of the stocks that I'm going to point out to you is Palantir, PLTR. If you look at this trend line, this is the 50-day moving average, and as you can see, it's just kind of followed that trend line, at least that moving average line, and we're seeing it kind of continuously doing that. And that is something we've seen even over the past few days. It's kind of tightly hugged that 50-day moving average line. Of course, it took a dip here, but it quickly recovered and we're up. Now, the other one that I want to point out is Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab has done really well. It's up to 39.06. Same stuff, kind of bounced off the 50-day moving average all through the day, and it's moved up nicely. Now, SPY, for those who hold SPY ETF, this is one that has struggled today. Of course, closely tracking the S&P 500. We saw that huge gap down from 624 when it closed last Thursday, and when it opened last night, we saw it open around 623. And of course, when the market opened today, it opened around 623 as well, and it slowly sold off. Now, there's a lot of volume that came in towards the end of the day there, which is why we saw this kind of long candle, green candle. which is a good thing. But one thing to also keep in mind is that we still have a lot of uncertainty going forward, especially this week. So, you know, how this is going to play out or how it's going to pan out, we all don't know that just yet, but it's something to keep in mind. Next one is SoFi. SoFi has done really well today. As you can see, made a new high of 1929. Financials in general, same thing with Affirm. Affirm is another one that has done well, which I believe I should cover in this video as well. As you see this SoFi, we've seen it touched the 50-day moving average as well, bounced off, and it's gone higher. Now, I do have a few shares of SoFi, not much, but SoFi is one that has, you know, done really well. As you see this gap here between the 200-day moving average and the 50-day, that just keeps widening, and that means that there's a lot of momentum, you know, a lot of influx of money, and investors are buying this. Same thing with Affirm. It's done really well. It's done really well, and we need to keep it in mind as well. Now, for this one, I do not have any of its shares, but this is another one that did really well today, which if I pull up to the 1 day 1 minute chart here, it's what you have right there. It moved nicely. There's no other way you want to, you know, you can say that this isn't a good day for people who own these shares. It made it 71 towards closing there, so a huge volume spike towards the end of the day, which here is what I'm talking about right there. All right, so this is definitely a stock that is that needs to be watched. Now, would I be buying it at this levels? Of course I wouldn't, but it's something that I definitely will be watching for, you know, for pullback if possible. There's a lot going on with the financial sector right now, and again, SoFi is another one that I mentioned. Now, the last one that I'm going to cover in this video is Palantir. Palantir has done really well today. If I could just move it back to 5-minute chart here, let's see, we have a very nice, you know, climb throughout the day. So we started around at 133 and it closed around 138. So nice $5, you know, profit, assuming you bought this morning. But even if you could just do something like that, like around a 138 mark, let me see, that 134 to 138, yeah, so that's a nice, you know, $4. And if I actually do this here, let me remove that and add this right there, you can see that really I wasn't going to do that. That's about 2.9%, almost 3% gain. And if I go all the way to the top right here, it moved almost 3.77% just in 1 day. So, you know, those are the things I just wanted to cover in this video. Again, you have to remember that there's a lot going on, and the plan is that we want to watch this market. We'll buy areas in which you found opportunity, and one that I've seen in, you know, some opportunity, not a lot, is Tesla. And I think let's talk about that. I actually bought very few shares of Tesla today because, you know, I'm willing to buy it around this price, 288, 289, and that's exactly where I got in. Kind of went back and forth between that 290 and 294. At some point it went as high as around 295, but it's definitely worth, I believe in Tesla long term, so I'm okay buying it at that price. And if it can just go back to, let me do this, if it can move back to around that $300 range, so I bought it around to, like, let's say 291. If it goes back to around 300, let's say somewhere there, that will be about 3.15%, you know, on this. And of course, if it goes to around that 305, we're looking at around 5% gain, around $15 per share. So in my opinion, that is not bad if you're holding this long term, because Tesla is one that can be very volatile. It can make its way up to 350 and the like. So anyway, just wanted to share this information for those of you out there. If you found value in this one, don't forget to drop a like on it, and I'd love to see you in a future video.